Hey, it's Alex from the Titan Apps team. Today, I want to showcase how to codify processes using smart tools for Jira. Let's look into our features and the most popular use cases. Onboarding a new employee can be challenging. Managing this process manually for each newcomer can be complicated and time-consuming. That's where smart templates come in. Here, we see an onboarding template. It includes tasks for the newcomer, procurement, IT security, and legal teams. Pre-filled fields like assignee and label keep everyone informed about their tasks and ensure the issue is moved to the correct board. Variables such as name, position, and project make one template applicable to all the company's onboarding processes. Onboarding is an on-demand workflow. However, if you have processes that must be repeated regularly, such as monthly payroll, you can schedule issue creation from a template using the built-in scheduler. Now, let's see templates in action. Imagine we have a new developer, Mark, joining the team. Let's go to the History tab. Here, you have a list of all issues created from a template. The first one contains a list of tasks for Mark's onboarding. It's as simple as that. As you can see, our template includes general onboarding tasks for all newcomers, but different teams require different onboarding processes. As Mark is starting as a developer, it's important for him to familiarize himself with our code of conduct. To assist with this, we've implemented an automation that adds a code of conduct checklist to the onboarding task based on the issue summary. If specific checklist items are essential for task completion, you can simply mark them as mandatory. In such cases, the issue cannot be moved to done until all mandatory items are completed. To set this up, use our native validator in Jira Workflows. It's simple. Select a status and add the mandatory items completed validator. Another feature of Smart Checklist is linked templates, which helps companies standardize repetitive processes. One of the use cases is legal processes, where consistency is crucial. For example, if a new form is added, all newcomers should fill it out. With linked templates, you can update the template once, and the changes apply automatically to all tickets where it was used. Another great benefit of Smart Checklist linked templates is that end users cannot edit the checklist content. This helps ensure they follow the process as it's documented. This can be quite useful when a company is undergoing a financial audit or applying for a security certification. Auditors need to see that your processes are solid, centralized, and unified. Visually, it's the same checklist as we saw before, but the end user can only update item statuses. They cannot edit anything else. A key part of the Agile Scrum process is having a clear definition of done, DoD, meaning the team must agree beforehand on when they consider a story as done. A checklist is a super helpful tool here. Here's our checklist template for the definition of done. Let's add a checkmark next to the story type. Now, every time a story issue is created in this project, this template is automatically applied. Let's see how it works and create a story issue. Here we have our template applied. Sometimes, simply adding a checklist upon issue creation isn't enough, especially when tickets are transferred between departments. Consider a scenario where a new feature is being released. The QA team must complete feature testing, while the marketing team must launch a campaign afterward. Let's see how automation for Jira using issue properties can streamline this process. The trigger we need is a value change in the department field, which is a custom field. I have one condition. I want to apply my checklist for the marketing team only, for example, to support feature release with marketing activities. Once this field receives the value of marketing team, a certain checklist will be applied. By the way, we have extensive documentation, and you can copy-paste the settings from there. Here, I used 2 lines to implement this automation. The first line is used to preserve the value of the existing checklist items, ensuring nothing is lost if other teams have left some items. The second line adds a certain template. This is the template and its ID that I'll be adding. Let's go to Checklist Templates. Here is our marketing feature release checklist. The ID is 85905, the one I used in automation. Let's grab the feature release ticket. We can see that the QA team has already completed all the needed steps. Now they move this ticket to the marketing department by choosing the custom field. Ta-da! We see the previous items completed by the QA team, and the new checklist for the marketing feature release has been added. Some software products are sensitive to security and legal aspects, and each time they release a new feature, it should be strictly compliant with all the necessary policies. Automating compliance checklists based on issue status updates optimizes this process. Let's see how to do this with the JMWE tool. I've created a compliance checklist template that includes all the discussed requirements. We need this checklist to be added each time the issue is moved to in review status. I will be using the post function this time. Similar to automation for Jira, you paste an issue property value with a template ID. It's as simple as adding one line of code to add a checklist when the issue is moved to in review. Let's see it in action. Here we have a ticket in progress. Once the development team finishes their tasks and changes the status to in review, the compliance checklist is added automatically. To make the compliance checklist even more solid, I've marked crucial steps as mandatory. With a validator set up before, the issue cannot be completed unless all mandatory items are done. Now, legal and security teams can rest assured that the process is running smoothly without a double check. Big companies often use the Jira Service Desk for various employee requests, such as providing access, budget approval, refunds, hardware procurement, and more. An employee submits a ticket, and the responsible team processes it. This process can often lack transparency. Employees might not receive updates on the steps being taken, when they can expect the issue to be resolved, or if there's any action required from their end. To eliminate back and forth communication, you can add smart checklists to the Jira Service Management portal. Here's how the ticket looks for the agent's view. The checklist is just like any other issue. And here's how it will look for the person who submitted a ticket. The end user can review all the steps and progress, but cannot modify the checklist content. This way, the process gains transparency, and because of the read-only view, the content is protected from unwanted changes. We understand that some processes are sensitive and cannot be shown, so this feature is optional. Using project settings, you can choose where to show the checklist and where not to. This was an overview of how to easily codify repetitive processes with smart tools for Jira. As you can see, our apps help create any workflow once and keep it within the company forever. Thanks for your attention, and let us know if you have any questions.